know, after all we've been through, I think I feel safer up here in the skies.
Tell me about it. There's nothing up here that can hurt us, as long as we get a good night's rest every now and then.
You know, I thought the same about the hamlet. Yeah, that was our safe haven.
That's true, but there's no time to be sad. It's season 3. Josh and I have been aboard our sky vessel for almost 2 weeks now, and we were running dangerously low on supplies. Mainly water for our steam engine, which is it's the thing that's keeping us afloat, so it's needed. This meant that Josh and I are on the hunt for land. We need to find somewhere with a fresh water source and maybe also some fresh food. Oh, it is awfully peaceful up here. Just us, the sun, the clouds, Kaylee.
Good morning, Kaylee.
You just hanging out here watching the sun? You don't mind if I do?
Do you mind if I just sort of scooch on?
Yeah, go on. There you go. Kaylee, we always knew that you were, well, you know, coming from the boat, crash landing on our shore. I didn't think that you would be the one to accompany us on our further journeys.
No, and that's why we dismissed you so much. Because we didn't believe bird people like you would ever be amount to anything.
Wow, well, we're off to a good start this season. I'm sure we're not going to offend anyone at all. We aren't normally like this. I think being cooped together on the ship for 4 days has brought out the worst. And that's when Josh called me to the bridge. He saw something. A jungle. Oh wow, I see the jungle. Okay, well, here, do you mind manning the helm? I'm going to go up and release a bit of hot air from the balloons, and we'll descend a little bit, okay?
All right, let's begin the descent.
Having spent most of our time above a salty sea, I was excited to see fresh water and a lush jungle. I climbed to the top and let some hot air out of the balloon, and then got soaked in this cloud. Thanks, Josh. As I passed through the cloud and saw the jungle trees, it reminded me of a bedtime story that Kaylee told me one lonely night. Kaylee was telling me earlier, well, actually, it was a bedtime story she was telling me, but she's heard stories of different temples in the jungle. Do you remember that temple that we came across in the desert?
Different temple? Yeah. It was full of like horrible monsters. We almost died.
But
we barely made it away.
Great treasure though. You can't deny there, I did have a point. While we did almost lose our lives that day, we gained so much more valuable things. Gold, a sword, and a crown. I don't know if you can see that. There's a tall tree just ahead of us here, but behind it there's like a stone structure. Some stone bricks I'm seeing.
Oh yeah, wait, is that some sort of temple?
Could it be? One of the stone temples that... Kaylee, you've got to see this. Look, Kaylee, look. I brought Kaylee up to the deck and she squawked into my ear. This was a jungle temple. This is it. While not what we're looking for, this is certainly a happy accident. Having wrestled temples like this before, we weren't worried about what we would find inside. More so, curious. Josh, do you feel like trying to bring this puppy down for a land?
All hands on deck. Let's get this thing down.
We were filled with enthusiasm to land the ship for the first time in almost 20 months. I manned the helm as Josh controlled our altitude. This might be a rough landing. Oh.
Steady on. Oh, I feel like I should get down.
Maybe.
Actually, there's no way I'm using that ladder right now. Oh god.
Oh, close the hatches. Narrowly missing the overhanging branches on the jungle canopy, our balloon was unscathed. We quickly realized that manning the ship is a 3-person job, one at the helm, one at the altitude, and one at the engine. We were still full steam ahead, heading straight for the side of the temple. Josh, gotta turn the engine off. Oh. Josh. The engine. Oh.
Alright, it's off.
Oh. Hey, we're nestled quite nicely. Kaylee's actually already left the vessel. We found ourselves nestled in between the trees and the temple. It was quite cozy, and I believe Kaylee got thrown from the impact onto the temple. I'm sure she's fine. But that leads us to our next conundrum. A fall from this height would surely break our legs. Maybe at least roll an ankle. Here, no, hang on to this ledge. Hang on to that pole.
Hang on to this random
try me out.
post in this crumbling old temple. And what if it falls over? Then not only am I falling down there's a brick tower falling.
Josh, I think this thing's been here for zillions of
and how long have I been on that thing? That's exactly my point. There's no mortar left. Which...
Oh. Well, it wasn't that far of a drop, and I'm actually 100% fine. The main issue with where we parked our airship is that we are still at the top of the canopy off the ground. It's a long way down. Thankfully, being the kind soul that she is, Kaylee decided to stay back and make sure no one was to raid our airship. Or at least we told her to. She didn't seem to... she was pretty excited to see the temple. And with that, Josh and I scouted the perimeter of the temple to try and find a way down, or maybe some vines hanging from a nearby tree.
Oh, look, there's this tree here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this looks very makeable. Alright, here I go.
Oh! Having barely made that jump, we both made our way down the tree trunk on the adjacent vines. And sure enough, as the jungle is green, the temple had an entrance, as you'd hope. But inside seemed pretty empty. It was strange. On the ground, there was a barrel with a few torches and some berries inside, but surrounding us are these carvings of stone men with very big mouths. It was almost ritualistic. Well, over this side, there's a stairway.
They're all dancing. This seems a little bit like full on. This is
a
lot more than the last temple. This one seems even more foreboding.
Josh and I both proceeded down the stairs, eager to find what we would find down the stairs. And what we found was a great big room, floor littered with pressure plates, small button-like pads that we didn't know were linked up to something quite malicious.
Kinda shifts when you walk on it. Oh god!
Back up! Ow!
Oh, hang on, let me... look at this arrow, it's like tipped in poison.
Oh, wait, I've got an arrow right up my crotch.
Oh, you caught it in your leg plates.
Yeah, I did. Well, that was a near miss. I could have lost the crown jewels. But Josh had an idea. He thinks that maybe there's a special order we have to step on these pads in order to make it across the floor. Well, it's not that one. Yep, or that one. And this is when I noticed something. Hey, Josh, I think I can see a slight difference in the pressure pads. Some of them have a lighter... Oh! No!
Nope.
Okay, well that's not the solution.
Okay,
let's rethink this. After 1 second of rethinking, Josh actually saw a bit of a ledge that we could crawl through. I'm not sure whether this was the way that the ancient templemen used to get down to the treasure, but this was certainly an easy way through this chamber. As we made our way down these winding passageways going deeper into this jungle temple, we met with another long hall. And oh yeah, I somehow got a that's an arrow. I'm not just excited to see you. But we were a little bit hungry. Oh wait.
I feel like the atmosphere just got more dense.
Oh, do you need a snack?
Oh, I could do with a snack, yeah.
Hey, take one of those. Okay, another, I guess we'll make our way through.
Wait.
What? Oh.
Do you see this string running across?
I do. Once again, I think Josh saves us from certain death. I don't know how he saw this line. It was very thin and, well, he doesn't have any eyes. But we crawled underneath and escaped any trap that this would have triggered. As we entered the hall, we were met with a left turn, and on the other side of that wall...
Oh my god!
Are those saw blades? Rows of saw blades were traveling back and forth along the floor of this passageway, denying us entrance. But... So this is gonna have to be a timed run. Ow!
Oh.
Okay, they do hurt, letting you know.
I think it looks safe in the middle there. I'm gonna...
Wow! Yeah!
There we go. Okay, it's safe here.
Having seen a small gap, I made a run for it. I slid, and I almost lost my fingers. Josh followed through shortly after, running. I guess I could have waited and ran as well. Anyway, Josh and I were both wondering how long it would be until we would find some sort of treasure. It's been what feels like hours that we've been diving into this temple, risking our lives, and for what? Nothing. Nothing yet. But things were about to change. We entered into yet another chamber, but this one had something a little bit different. I noticed something through a passageway to the left. Right, sorry. I see a bit of a blue haze in here, Josh. Do you see that?
What is that, like moonlight or... Down here though? Wait, what would be blue that's down here?
The answer to that question? Ominous blue campfires lighting up a passageway to a big block of emerald. Finally, it seems that Josh and I had found some treasure in this forsaken temple. As a tropic storm rolled in overhead, Josh and I were cautious to approach the emerald block as the rest of this temple had been viciously booby-trapped, and we were concerned that this room would be much the same. So we proceeded with caution, watching for tripwires and pressure plates. Wow, that is shiny.
This is beautiful. Wow, this is huge. We did it. We deserve this. This is...
Wait,
this is
stop.
our treasure.
Before you do anything.
What?
I think it's booby-trapped.
What? There's no boobies anywhere.
This block, we're gonna have to find something to replace it with. Swap the weights real quick. Look around.
They're like a rock.
I was convinced I could sense a pressure plate underneath this table, and the weight of that emerald block would surely move the table down and trigger some sort of horrific event. After looking around for maybe 2 seconds, Josh found this sack by the stairs, which was approximately the same size as this emerald block, and, dare I say it, the same weight. Alright Josh, hear me out. I'm gonna take this block and you're gonna place it back real quick, alright?
Okay.
Alright.
Wow. That's
3,
thunder. That's
2.
Okay. I'm ready.
A symphony of mechanical noises triggered as soon as we swapped these blocks around, and then this happened.
What is that?
Josh, run! Oh, A giant boulder came crashing down, heading straight for us. Oh! Oh!
Jeez.
Josh, it was...
Oh.
But Josh, guess what? I've still got the emerald block. As the storm raged on overhead, I raged on in Josh's ear. We had still had the treasure. We outsmarted this trap. And the best part was there was still another room in this temple that was to be explored. Perhaps there is even more treasure. We briefly stopped to admire our recent find before heading into the next room. What do you think this could be? Is this another... Josh, if this is another booby-trapped room, I swear.
Glorious. It's almost beautiful.
Now let me chop down these... There we go. This room was much like none of the others that we had seen. It didn't appear to have an exit. It had the entrance which we came through, but no clear path through. What it did have, however, is a small bridge suspended above water. On the other side was a chest. Oh, wow. Check this out. It's like an arrow, but it's much smaller.
Oh, it's pointy. Oh.
Careful, don't get that. I think it might be laced with something.
Fun story, I went on a walk the other day and found a needle stabbed into a tree.
That's alarming. But Josh's side quests aside, we knocked on the wall opposite the bridge and found it was hollow. There was another room hidden behind these cobblestones. How do we get there? Well, it must be another puzzle. Like the rest of this damn place. Oh, sorry, I don't know what came over me there. After looking around, I noticed 2 ledges on either side of this bridge. And on the ledges was a block that would play a specific note. Oh, you know what this is, Josh? This is a jumping puzzle.
I've heard of those.
We have to jump on these pillars.
These ancient people, whatever they are, they've created a setup just like we had to use to get out of that cave.
Do you think they watched the video?
Do you think they liked and subscribed?
Yeah. Josh offered to go first as he was light and nimble, and he impressed me with his flipping and acrobatic skills. With a mixture of front flips, back flips, somersaults and spins, he made his way across these poles with the accuracy of a monkey who has just been born, but is not just been born. They've Oh look, he made it. All right, what do you see?
There's...
It made it. I heard a mechanical noise here at the door, but only the left side. You think you can do those tricks again?
No, I think it's your turn.
My turn. Okay. Now, while I might not have the agility that Josh does, I think I can get this done. I just don't know how long it'll take. Maybe a while. Now, in other news regarding the new season, we were actually able to hire a few cameramen to come with us on our adventures. One of these guys is actually filming this shot right here, and I am failing over and over again, but I'm not the one getting paid minimum wage.
You know, when I signed up for this gig, I thought it'd be a walk in the park, maybe a little adventure, some breathtaking scenery, but nothing like this. I've been dredging through this godforsaken temple for days, risking my life and limb to keep up with you. And for what? For footage? For shots that will probably end up gathering dust on some shelf somewhere? It's not worth it. None of it is worth it. I'm done. I quit.
Ooh, I don't think he made it past the saw blades. It's fine. I'm sure our other camera guy will pick up the slack, right? He'll do a better job. All right, you ready? I'm gonna do a spin. Up! Oh!
There you go, one more. Up! Oh!
Oh. Okay. Oh, I see it, Josh. What did you do? Did you just press that button there in the middle?
I just kind of climbed up there and it started ringing.
Hey, is the
Wait,
door
it's opened.
The door's open. With the door now open, Josh could see through, and in there was another chest, surrounded by a pool of water. This one seeming like the final treasure chest. Remind me to pick that camera up before we leave, Josh. It's quite dank. Oh, well, this seems pretty. Maybe it's like rewarding us, Josh, for getting so far.
We did work so hard to get past that.
All right, well, here, let's open it
Do the
together.
honors? Yeah.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Of course, this treasure was too good to be true, booby-trapped like the rest. Oh,
It's slippery.
you made it out! With the
got it.
chest! Oh, hang on, give me a sec, that was... Somehow narrowly escaping drowning, we made it out alive, and with the chest at that. We opened it up to have a look at what was inside, and we were going to be spoiled by its riches. Oh,
There you go, I got it
you
all.
feel powerful now?
Oh, my pockets are jingling.
With Josh's pockets filled to the brim with riches, it was time to head back to the surface to see if Kaylee was still there and, more importantly, if our airship was still okay.
Oh!
Whoa! Good thing you didn't see
God.
that trip the first time we went. That would have been very bad. Well, it's a good thing that we didn't trip that tripwire on the way down because we would have been stuck down there. We would have starved to death or worse, died of hunger. Oh, it's daytime. We managed to get through all of the traps, Josh, and we got with the riches.
And our lives. I think
that's
the real
important.
riches are our lives.
That's not very materialistic of you there, Josh. We might have to have a conversation later. But we had more pressing charges at hand. For example, we were stuck on the jungle floor, whereas our airship was in the canopy, which was a long way up. Now, you may be thinking, why not just climb some vines in a nearby tree? But that won't work. Josh is full to the brim of riches, and I've gained a couple. Well, what can I say? We ran at the back corner of the temple, and Josh noticed some stones that were missing from the walls. It's time to climb, baby.
Hang on.
Bit
Spot me,
mossy.
spot me.
All right, now a little bit. That hold up to the left there. Okay. Yep. Now up one more.
God.
Oh. All right. I guess I'll give it a go. Oh.
Good. Good.
Oh, my ankles. It's fine. You know what they say. A hero can't always win their rock climbing competition. I gave it another try, and I had made it on top of the pillar. But this is only half the fight.
Nice.
Okay. Now what? The next part of the climb was a little bit of an overhang. We had to dino jump up to a handhold and jump way up.
Wait, I see a handhold up here.
No way. That's a... Oh!
God.
What? Josh, you gotta be careful, man.
I'm running out of energy. God.
Josh, do you need a fish? Are you good?
Oh.
Here,
Ow.
take a fish. He took a bite to eat and came up for another go. If anyone can do it, it's Josh. Oh, nice. Very well done.
No, I just need a... God.
No way.
Oh.
You're actually insane. What did
I'm
you
up.
do?
I'm up.
Okay.
I just
Talk me through it,
clambered
coach.
up onto that little handhold, and then I grabbed onto the carved ledge. I jumped back, and I pushed off the wall behind me, and I flipped around and I pushed off that wall, and I grabbed onto the top of this carving.
Sorry, English.
I did a pirouette. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh wow.
After ejecting my stomach contents off the side of the temple, we made our way back to Kaylee, surprised to see that our airship was unharmed. We thought that either the storm would have blown it away or Kaylee would be overrun by evil tiki men. I don't know. But thankfully, neither of those things happened. Instead, we just had to climb aboard the ship with our newfound climbing skills and set sail. I did have a weird feeling that we were forgetting something.
Guys, wait for me. No, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm actually I'm pretty hungry after all that.
Hey, let me see. I might be able to scrounge up some fish for you. Yeah, here we go.
No, please, I have a wife and kids. Please come back.
How does some nice fish fillets sound for the third time this week?
Ooh,
Or this day?
third time. This day, yeah.
Well, I guess the budget for Season 3 just went down as we lost both of our cameramen in one day. One got lost on the way out of the temple after quitting, and the other, well, is probably going to get eaten by a tiger. Well, that's not something that I need to worry about, for I am heading to new pastures with my best friend Josh in hopes to set up a brand new home, safe from Franzi and whatever curse they have brought upon the world.